the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 10 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Bears nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Rumbling past the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
He was brought down at
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Rodrigo Blank.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
At the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, Farrell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And the Bears' 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down, Chicago.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he is all the way up past the 25. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Cowboy 80.
They'll set up a throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and that'll make this a second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Bears' 22-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. Open space inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
25, check 25, check 25.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
A gain of
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd down, Farrell. And this time he is in. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. A 40-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
By the Bears.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a handoff looking right. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Warner in on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Down and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Intended for Anthony Miller. Incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The right hash here should be an easy one. Blankenship's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And he returns this to the 22.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
The end of the first
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. Play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
On 1st down, Farrell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.